Fighting for the freaks, it is SOO. In the bottom left side, fighting for Team GP, it is the blue Terran, RYUNG. Recently, these two have faced one another before. Didn't go that well for RYUNG. Hoping that perhaps this time around things could go a little bit better for him. He is still a player near and dear to my heart. Especially in the early games of StarCraft 2, I always thought he had a different approach to the game overall. I felt like he always made choices that made so much sense to me in a game setting wise, like StarCraft 2, and I guess the Terran decision making has been refined quite a bit since then, of course, but yeah, RYUNG just always was such a innovator and like a kind of a bar setter in my opinion. When is Rogue versus Astrea? Right after this best of 3. SOO, of course, nothing really bad to say about him, except for all those second places that he got instead of first places. Must be a horrible player because of it. I mean, it doesn't make sense, does it? He's really good. He's really scarily good. Except for finals. That's where suddenly, I don't know, something triggers within him. And things don't go his way anymore. Most of the time. He's won some. Right. If I have this fan on, is that noticeable? Very noticeable. Maybe if I move the mic a little. How bad is that? Maybe not the time to do this. I'll turn it off. It's getting a bit hot. Let me know. If it was unnoticeable, I can turn it on again. Anyway. Reaper. Hello, Mr. Reaper. Chase scene camera. There we go. Nice angle. Beautiful Kozan. Well done. Or subject, not on film. Oh, he gets out! Wonderful, wonderful. That is the true story of the Reaper. 1 HP. That's where the Reaper needs to be. Banshee has to follow up with a couple of Hellions. Standard stuff. And one of my favorite ways to see that. So, I shall sweat and entertain you. Yes, I will. 100%. That's how you do it. Couple of roaches. Good amount of links here. Has to follow up as well. Now, with those Banshees, you should theoretically be okay against this. Banshee just needs to get out on top of those roaches. Come on. There you go. They'll send it out a little bit later than it could have been. Might mean that roach actually gets a shot off. I mean, this roach now gets another shot off as well. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Keep that Banshee on the roaches. Come on. Keep the Banshees on the roaches. This is not good. This is not great. 12 SCVs. There's just more and more gonna go down here. The Hellions are in trouble. They've been fighting roaches, the Banshees have been fighting lings. It may seem like a little thing, but that is ginormous in difference of how effective your units are going to be here. But that was some great zoning out of SOO though, utilizing those couple of roaches, just keeping the Hellions at bay. Realizing where they were and realizing then that the lings had a free roaming territory on the natural SCVs. Getting 21 kills with it. A quick way to start up this game in a fantastic lead for SOO. RYUNG deciding, you know what, never mind that bunker. We're going to need every penny in the bucket right now. Scrape the bottom too. Whatever we can find, we need it in extra SCVs and units. Supply depots. Guess he didn't really need those supply depots at that point, but it's fine. Alright, careful with the Banshees. Hasn't lost them yet. As long as they're alive, there is a potential comeback here. Needs to get a bit more done though than 5 worker kills, unfortunately. Oh. Maybe with the Marines and Hellions coming in as well. Could prove a valiant bit of army. Where did the Banshees go? Oh, there they are. Do you not see that those rocks are being attacked? I guess not. Doesn't hear it either. Going to start rotating around, in fact, onto the, what is it, 4th base of SOO. Bit unprotected right now, so that could be a nice stim in here. +1/+1 about to finish up. There's the stim. Widow Mines in the back, ready for the Marines their retreat. I think the Widow Mines might be a little bit off in the distance here, though. It's going to start unloading right there. The Banshees back at it again as well on the other side of the map. Doesn't look like they managed to get that many kills though. Good dodge with the Widow Mine. And a pretty reasonable hit there as well. Another good dodge from those piles. Going back into the ground with the Widow Mine. Does it get a connection? No, it doesn't, but it stays alive. Will it stay alive for much longer? I'm not sure. Doesn't get the shots. Unfortunate. Second army of RYUNG is about to be ready though, showing up as the Hellbat support, meaning the armory is here. Meaning these Widow Mines will need to be spotted, although the preferred way of dealing with them so far for SOO has been just piling them in the ground. Which will work whether you see them or not. Oh, that could be nice. There we go. A kill on that hatchery. Newly trying to be established hatchery. Doesn't really get anywhere now because of this. So SOO's still on full base. Reasonable splits. RYUNG trying to get the spawning pool. Not quite successful. He needs to pick up here as well. Definitely doing something here, right? He's getting some upticks overall in momentum. But there's just still quite a bit remaining here for SOO, and now and again RYUNG does just kind of lose those units. Still an okay economy. Got the queens here. Oh, this is a nice catch. It's a really nice catch, in fact. Only 4 queens remain, and they're gonna all be busy with injecting the hatcheries, I imagine. So most of the creep from now on that we see killed, it's gonna take a while to replenish. 4 more queens on production. That's right, SOO. You're queenless. The royalty has passed away. There's no one there to take the throne. We'll have to make new royalty. Big swath of units here flying over those spore crawlers. That could be a mistake, as there is just too many circlings here for all those marines to deal with. And down goes the medevac. Oh, RYUNG, you could have gotten out with most of those units right there. Instead, trying to go for even more of a greedy kind of offensive play and definitely biting him in the behind. Now, does he have enough back at home to defend against a potential Baneling flood from hell? Widowmine definitely helping out. How many kills? 14. More Widowmines in the ground here. Yeah, it's a really good choke point for RYUNG to hold. As SOO doesn't get anywhere with this so far. Isn't really... No way. He's going to try to push in here. He's going to try to push in here. Widowmines. Yeah, it is still enough. It is... Is it? Wait a moment. Spread. Oh, boy. This is terrifying, guys. This is absolutely terrifying. Those Marines... Come on, come on, keep targeting. You can do it, RYUNG. You can stay alive here. Just focus. A couple of SCVs down. Still 65 workers in total. Looking alright. But then there's more Zerglings over here. That is a problem. Okay, he's dealt with this. Off to the other base. Continue mining. A lot of supply depots have gone down. Let's take a look at the overall trading, though. Yeah, it's looking okay for RYUNG. It's definitely manageable, right? Am I crazy? He's 30 supply ahead. My goodness. RYUNG, he lost 20-something SCVs at the start of this game. And look at him now. I think it really came down to SOO trying to just manhandle RYUNG in the middle of the map. Just running everything he had through that middle choke point. Definitely did not help out. If that had tipped a little bit quicker to SOO's favor, I'm pretty sure the game ended right then and there. Instead, we're continuing onwards. And we're in a weird base trade potential scenario here. Look at that, another base going down. Base over here in trouble at least. The Queens are there to defend it, luckily for that base. And the drones there. So that's gonna live, but over here on the left flank, definitely more trouble on the horizon. Drones on the top have to be evacuated. Those Lings gotta be careful, but going for the hatchery immediately, just blasting it down. And SOO finds himself on 3 base. SOO finds himself on 3 base. Oh, that is on 14 minutes. He's got 66 army supply. He's going to have to make some sort of a killer move right here, right now. The Widowmines unburrowed, reburrowed. Let's see how they connect. Those are some tasty connections. I think that's going to be it here for SOO. He might tap out. He might actually tap out. Look at that. RYUNG's got another base. RYUNG, how in the world did you lose to the GSL? What in the heck happened there? This is insane. This is so good from RYUNG. How? How? Quick spawning pool out of SOO. Wondering if we're gonna see the same approach as we saw from DRG versus Special earlier today. Or if this is SOO actually starting to get aggressive with this. Let's take a look if he makes the 4 Lings or goes up to 6. Probably could see already, couldn't we? Okay, yeah, goes up to 6. Probably would be if I paid attention and remember these types of things. Probably could have seen it from the worker count or the larvae count. Back into drones, but look at that, into a roach warren. Interesting. Very, very aggressive round attempt here for SOO. RYUNG, is he gonna be troubled by this? He has got himself a Reaper. But he has not got himself a clue that Zerglings are running towards his command center. So the Reaper is going the entire wrong direction right now. And that could be rough. Definitely gonna have a delay in that command center production here. Only sending in the 2 Lings to start with. Interesting. Reaper might have an opportunity here as well. No, never mind. There's a Queen there. 1 SCV with a Marine. More SCVs. SOO perhaps trying to lure RYUNG into a false sense of security, thinking that there's only 2 Zerglings here. But you know what? That micro from RYUNG is looking pretty sick. Oh my god, look at that hold position. Oh no, Marine! Ah, it falls apart. It all fell apart so quickly. And that is quite devastating now. 4 SCVs gone, the 2 Marines gone. An enormous delay on his command center. Still not continuing this production right here. As, yeah, there we go. Okay, is it done and over with now? I guess I could zoom in on this. I was too tense. This is terrible. With the Roach follow-up coming up very soon here. There they are. Hi there. Forgot about us. We're a thing. Bunker not going to be established. Supply depot not raised. But the Marines do get in because the nice bunker placement there. Still a situation where if RYUNG holds as things are right now, I think he should be able to make this a game still. Doesn't quite get the Ravager, unfortunately, but gets it very low. Continuing onwards with Cyclone production, not making siege tanks here. Which probably would have been the unit I would have gone to, but the Cyclones make a heck of a lot of sense as well. Forces those overlords away, so there's no high ground vision for the Ravagers to ravage you. Scary position still for RYUNG, however. 10 workers behind this early in the game. That's only going to enlarge with the way how SOO is making these drones. 2 Cyclones on the map trying to figure out whether or not it's safe. Things have calmed down. Or if there's another thunderstorm right on his doorstep. Okay, figures that things have quieted down a little bit and is gonna try to catch up in economy with a 3rd command center of his own. The scout for SOO's gonna miss this, unfortunately for SOO. We'll have to find another way to get this spotted. Might be through the use of this other overlord here, but RYUNG might still know that that overlord is there. He did scare it off into that corner himself. Definitely not something I would remember, but maybe RYUNG would. Oh, yes he would. No, he didn't. Did he? He may have. Yeah, I think so. I don't think this was intended as a drop, right? This was intended to go find overlords and kill them. Just checking these other high grounds right now. A lot of Zerglings in production for SOO. Is SOO gonna go for it again? I think so, man. I think so. Cyclones may have something to say about it. Luckily for him, there's a medevac to take him away to safety again. Unfortunate first lock-on. Doesn't even get a Zergling. Siege tank is available, and with the overlords gone from this area, this has become a much more intense siege tank than it otherwise would have been. Repair is pretty strong, but not strong enough to keep the Zerglings and Ravagers out. A sufficient amount of Marines here, though, to fight against just the Zerglings. Roaches and Ravagers need to be on top of that army as well, but the infrastructure there for RYUNG is helping out a ton. Really delaying the approach of the Zerg into this Terran base here. As RYUNG holds on once more. With a 3rd base now pretty much ready. And SOO only just started his lair. Is RYUNG doing it again? How many SCVs did he lose this time around? 12. Okay, it's not as many, so he should be fine, right? He's got it in the bag, boys. Crazy. Even though with that Ling attack in the start, again, doing quite well. That was 6 Lings getting, what, 4 SCVs, 2 Marines? an enormous delay on the command center. Look at him now. Killing more overlords. Oh, he's gonna get it. He is gonna get it. Supply block. Oh, seven overlords. Remember those? Definitely a weird position now all of a sudden here for SOO. I guess his overall drone count is still sufficient enough for him to try and get himself somewhere, but probably will need quite a significant engagement here in his favor to really solidify himself back into this game. He's making units. Is he gonna have them in time? Baneling Nest not quite done yet. That definitely would help a ton if this was Baneling Speed right now finishing up rather than the Baneling Nest. As is, he needs to have those Banelings. He cannot defeat this without Banelings. And then he needs a good surround on his... Oh dear, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Like, that was so many Zerglings he just lost. I guess what else are you supposed to do? But... yeah. Let's if RYUNG messes up. No, he won't. He won't. That's it, man. GG. Well played. RYUNG 2-0ing SOO. More Banelings. Oh, magic. Magic's in the air. No, not today. Too much. Too quick. Too young, too fast. RYUNG doing it. Yeah. Any moment now. Don't worry about it. We'll be saying the GGs. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if he wins this game now, I'm gonna feel rather silly. He's stabilizing, isn't he? Oh my goodness, he's stabilizing. How is he stabilizing? He's got Baneling Speed now. He actually managed to get to Baneling Speed. He doesn't have any Banelings anymore, but he's got speed. Those Marines. Okay, there's some efficient medevac support there. There we go. There's the barging in. Following those Ravagers. Keep shooting. Keep healing, boys. Don't get lazy now. Liberators with only one. I mean, yeah, one Ravager. Oh, I guess you can double hit them. Oh, RYUNG repositions, of course. Alright, well, this is an insanely long battle. I'm going to be thoroughly impressed if SOO wins this. He's lost his base. He's killed the Liberators, but he's losing his army. Is he losing his army? This is on a knife's edge for so long now. Come on. One of you just win the game. Gonna be RYUNG, yeah. Wait, no, wait, there's a lot of Zerg again. And we're out. Okay, continuing onwards. The game equal in overall numbers. No, this is a bad spot for SOO. Like, he's on 3 base versus 3 base. 4th base is at the same time being produced. This is ridiculous. Okay. Alright. We've been having some crazy wild games today overall. We're pretty lucky. I mean, yeah, the worker count. This is phenomenal still all, like, for RYUNG. Let's take a look at the graph. It's just been it after that 4th base kill, you know? It's all just peaking up towards RYUNG. But SOO's been surprising me so far, so he might be able to do it again. Might be. That just feels so cost inefficient to me. Without any Banelings there, he's scrounging up for money. He's really, really scraping the bottom of the pan, but he's trying, man. Trying to add all the oil to the fire that he can find. More banelings, there we go. I would love to see Burrow as well right now. You know, it's these types of games, these types of moments where suddenly a big Burrow is just gonna absolutely ruin RYUNG. Caster spoke too soon. Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe. It could very well be the case. I thought it was clobbering time, but apparently it wasn't quite yet. Though I am still very much liking the position for RYUNG here a lot better. What's SOO doing tech-wise? Is he trying to get anywhere else? I don't see it in the cards. Just upgrades for the time being. It's pretty good upgrades though. He's keeping up with upgrades. I'm just scared that this is going to devolve into the same thing from SOO that we've seen a lot of. Where he's just going to get stuck on the mid-tier units for too long. To be fair, tech-wise, not that much else happening for RYUNG. No Ghost being added. Just kind of having like this mid-tier Terran v Zerg. And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had a long game with just the mid-tier units. Feels nice. I could have jinxed it for RYUNG. Who knows, man? Or maybe I unjinxed it for SOO. Running over. Oh, that seems like an okay. But there is nothing else here. Another base going down. The base on the other side. Hello, that still needs defending. Oh, that's gonna go down. That is gonna go down. Ooh, that is a lot of Marines. Okay. Just look at what kind of mining SOO has. Okay, and now, what else should we look at? The army count? Let's see what the defenses of RYUNG. That looks terrifying. Maybe this is what you blow up, but then you just have this in your back door. Oh man, what do you do? The choices here for SOO, they all seem bad. Got those medevacts. He's shooting the wrong one. Oh, everything's wrong. Another army here. Even getting a couple of Mutalisks, I feel like would have been a great boon to SOO. Or maybe just Infestors, like a couple of Infestors. Especially considering that RYUNG is just, well, I don't want to say lazy, but he's kind of been late with these ghosts. I guess he really didn't need them because there was no tacking up from SOO, but it's good as a Terran to already have that prepped, right? Have that ready to go. It's always going to be a great unit. It does quite well against Banelings, actually. It takes a surprising amount of Banelings to kill a ghost. Alright, drops everywhere. A couple of Zerglings trying to pick off mules, but this is the real game here. This is the one thing that needs to be responded to. Don't mind killing a medevac and a couple of Zerglings. Pick up and just take off. Woo. How is SOO still so good on supply? Like, how is he still in, like, a position where you're like, well, who knows? Maybe there could be some magic. But he is running dry. Like, how is he not dead, right? It's ridiculous. I guess if you have got SOO in a corner, the worst corner to put him in is the mid tier. Because that's, you know, the corner he likes to put himself in as well. He's very comfortable in that corner. That's a lot of enemies. Is that gonna kill the command center? I don't think so. Oh, that's a massacre. Oh my. Marauder drop still in the main. He's doing something here. He's definitely doing something here. I'm not sure if it's gonna win him the game, but it's definitely better than anything that I thought would still happen. So great plays there from SOO. Still about 30-ish to 40-ish supply behind. But he does manage to take out a Terran base. Does manage to take out a good amount of those workers. Not trading very efficiently though. Normally that's fine for a Zerg, but normally you would have more bases than the Terran as the Zerg. As that is the split of death. The ocean is parting, but this time around it's not a good thing for the Zerg. The Zerg would like the ocean not to part, and well, fortunately Moses didn't get the memo. GG is called. RYUNG gets himself a second point, and that leads him into the next best of 3.